All right, you guys, today I'm going to show you how to offset the path. You will be setting up your file to be 6 inches by 3 inches. This is just your product title, offset path. All right, so I'm going to go simple, and then I'm going to show you how to do a little bit extra, okay? So there we go. Here's my canvas, Control minus. I'm going over to my type tool. Okay, I'm going to click once, and then this is where we have all our different font choices, okay, or typeface choices. I highly suggest putting your name in first, okay, holding down Shift to quickly resize, okay? And since we are going to offset the path here, I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller, and that way I have room. This is also, if you want multiple lines, so if you want Cap'n Crunchies to be on multiple lines like this, that's a little bit more complex but doable. Let me do this, and then I'll go back and I'll do that for you as a demo. Okay, very first thing is we need to choose our typeface. All right, right now I have it set to decorative, so I'm having all these types of decorative, but if you clear all, now I have every single type: serif, sans serif, scripts, decorative, hand, if you want more of a handwriting look. I'm going to go to decorative because I think it makes sense for a product title to have something that's a little bit bolder. We obviously wouldn't use this typeface to write a whole entire paragraph. It's also a little smaller, so I want it to be a little smaller because when I chose that typeface, it got a little bigger. Okay, so I have my typeface. So now what I need to do is right click and go to create outlines. You will notice that your typeface will be gone. So remind yourself to either write down what typeface you're working with for in the future, or just remember it. All right, so it's gone. It is now shapes, and it is all grouped together as one. So I could now easily ungroup and move every single letter individually, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to hit Control Z, and we're ready to roll. All right, so now we're going to Object, Path, shocker, Offset Path. It really is this easy. So we're going to get this pop-up window. Inches is really tough because I have it set to pixels. Yours are probably set to pixels too. So I'd probably choose like 4 pixels. Remember, pixels are what each picture is made up of on a bitmap like Photoshop. For us, we don't do that, but it's really a better measurement. So I'm just going to choose 4 pixels. All right. And then I'm going to go over to the fill, and I'm going to choose no fill. And then I'm going to just click up, and I'm going to put a quick stroke on it, okay? And you will see that now that offset path, you can see that we've taken every letter and we've offset it. But now what we need to do is we need to go in, right click, hit ungroup, and just choose each letter. So I ungrouped it all, and now I'm going to choose the outline. I am not choosing the inside. I'm choosing the outside, the one that we offset path. Hold down Shift. Okay, and I'm going to select all of them. Make sure you get them all. They will be outlined in blue, and hit Unite. Now it's its own shape. Okay, and that's exactly what we want to do. So now we can do whatever we want to this. If we want to fill it with a color, all right, we could bring it back. All right, go ahead and put arrange. I don't know why that letter S. It just sometimes typefaces, all right, are just a little bit ridiculous like that. All right, they also all my letters are now not grouped together anymore either. I'm not quite sure why that worked or happened on my particular, but I can quickly select them all, Object, Group, Control G. All right, and now we're all back to being there. We can put a stroke on this if we wanted to. All right, just a quick little one, or I could offset the path, but for this case, I think I'm just going to use a little bit of a stroke because that was the original. I don't want to do that first. And now I can grab this. Okay, and now I can go to Object, Offset the Path here, do it again. Maybe I want 6 pixels this time. Maybe I want to blow it up. Okay, same thing. All right, we're going to go to Fill. It has an outline stroke already on it. I'm going to ungroup. I'm going to right click and ungroup. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one.
1, 2, and 3.
I need to ungroup it all. I'm going to grab this outline, hold down shift in this outline, and I need to unify them. Okay, so everything is its own shape, and I can then get in there, fill it with its own color. All right, I can put a little stroke on there if I want. All right, but stroke, you can't just put strokes on everything. Okay, again, right click, arrange, bring to front. All right, and then right click, arrange, bring to front. And just like that, I have quite a few. All right, so that's how we do that. All right, oops. Obviously, I don't have anything. You have to line it. Make sure you do whatever it is that you want to do. Moving forward, all right, let's just start it all over again. All right, let's grab our type tool, cap in, and then let's see what happens if I just do this with one text box. For those of you guys that wanted to do this, all right, if you want it as two, you can change the line spacing over here. All right, so the spacing between, so if you wanted a little, oops, sorry, that's the actual typeface. All right, so you can change, there it is. So if you want it a little bit closer, but remember you're going to offset the path. Right click, create outlines, go to offset path. Okay, we'll just go with OK. Go to outlines, put a little stroke on it. All right, maybe a color you can actually see, unlike Misfits. All right, and the same thing, you're just going to right click, ungroup, hold down shift. All right, and unite. All right, so that's how you do your words. That's how I would do it. You could use two text boxes, but oops, obviously these did not get united. All right, so that's how you can do two. Same process as down there.
Thank you very much.
Oops, you can group everything. Remember, Control G to group. And last but not least, let's go back to this one right here. I can go to Effect, Stylize, and this is where I can throw a drop shadow. I put my mode to normal, my opacity to 1. Offset, again, I'm using pixels. All right, so if you have 0 offset on the x-axis and then your y-axis, all right, then it'll be right behind it. But it's better to get in there and type in pixel, all right, like that, and then you have a little bit. All right, so that's offsetting the path. Simple and a little bit more